And good evening from the dock. It's day 3 of Project Bismarck. Today I'm going to give you a few handy tips. You might remember yesterday we looked at the waterline, which needed a little bit of trimming, so I've done some of that using a sharp knife, Swiss Army knife. I've done that. Not to worry about it, because above the red will be a grey, and it'll take away some of that. So there were some nasty little bits, particularly down the back, and we don't want nasty bits down the back. Also today I'm going to show you about some sprue, and sprue is this nasty stuff here that holds the pieces, and if you don't trim that back you can get some rough edges. I'm going to give you an example of a piece here. So this piece, this here is pre-trimming. You can see it along here. I'll use the pencil. It's a little bit rough, and along here, and on this side I've trimmed it back. So what I think you're going for here is not so much 1980s German, but more kind of modern, the modern Brazilian look, if you like. I'm going to also talk to you now a little bit about adhesive. There are 3 types of adhesives we can use. We can use the typical one that looks like it's coming out of a toothbrush dispenser, and you squeeze and a little bit pops out the top. There's also this one, some more accurate, so you can do accurate kind of stuff where it's like a syringe, but we won't want to talk about them. And finally there's this one here, liquid poly. It's a liquid, and you apply it with a brush. See the brush there? So they all do the same thing. Probably the one for rough stuff is the toothpaste effect, and we can take it from there. So today I've done some little things like the propellers. You can see them there. Done them in bronze. Now you need to give the bronze a good shake around a tin of bronze, because if you don't give it a shake it tends to go green after a while. I've also done a little bit something, just an example to show you with the armory on this. So there are quite a number of 6-inchers in this one. This one I've polished off. This one here, you can see it's been nicely done, and these other 6-inchers need a little bit of work. You can see around the top, so it's well worth spending the time on those. Clamps. Now I'd like to talk to you about clamps. These are very good for holding things together. I have 2 in the house. They're very handy. You can use them for holding pieces together while the glue goes off. That's probably then leads us on to, I've done the deck. Now it's not going to show up in the right colour on the camera, but you can see I've done the deck, and up close you can just about, I don't know if you can just make that out, as a kind of a decking effect moulded into the kit here. You can kind of see it, but quite watery paint for that. It's good, it gets into all the things. You don't want it gloopy, because then it just won't show up the decking pieces. In some places it'll need another touch up. That's about it for today. I would also say, I'm going to show you this. This is how I would also, there's me. Hello viewers. And I also like to have a glass of white when I'm doing my modelling. It always helps having some white with a few models around. Okay, that's it for this evening. Cheerio.